Oh, what's going down, Commanders? How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing fine. Right, there's something that's been bearing on me for a while now. Everyone keeps going about what's the best tech for this unit. The latest question is what's the best tech for Abyss or the new unit, the Moonskater? And I'm going to explain something right here, right now. There is no best tech. There's the right tech for the base that you're going into. There's a right tech for the approach to the base you're going into. For instance, if you look at these two techs here, you've got Ranger's Armour, which is minus 20% damage taken from sustain. And then you've got Titan Armour, which is minus 20% less damage from burst. Now, if I'm looking into a base and I'm looking at it and it's heavy on tanks, I'm going to assume that a lot of the tanks are shooting burst rounds. So I'm going to flick from the Ranger's Armour to the burst. And in a similar situation, if a base is full of infantry, I'm going to assume it's going to be sustained. So I'm going to flick back to sustain. So there is no god tech in this one, in this case. And I don't think there's any god tech for this one. So you've got the jet fuel rounds, which Abyss PMC and its drones do 30% more damage to turrets and buildings. And then you've got the riot suppression, which the Abyss PMC and its drones do 20% more damage to infantry. So if a base is loaded full of turrets, I'm going to pick the first one, jet fuel rounds. But if the base is loaded full of infantry, I'm going to pick this one. And it's very dissimilar to the gold tech as well. You've got the Abyss and its drones gain a 25 more splash, not percent. Or you've got the Rangers and Abyss and drones gain a 25 range. Now, if I am shooting at a lot of units that are not moving at all, for instance, the tactical strike base 1, where there's only about 3 or 4 units that move in that base come at you, I'm going to want the range. But if I go into a base where a ton of units are rushing me, I can kite them units so they're all on the same spot or sit very close to each other, and the splash will kill them units that are coming at me. So I would pick that over this one. It's all dependent on where you want to be or what base you're attacking. When you start reading the base, you can then start reading what you're going to do with your tech and then put the correct tech on. Or even if you do make a mistake, you know next time to remove that tech, put the other tech on and see if that does any better. So when you keep asking you're asking, I'm getting PMs, I'm getting questions on the Facebook and the YouTube comment sections. I can't give you a definitive answer because there is no god tech anymore. There's the right tech for the right situation. And that's what you've got to understand. You've got to look at a base and understand what's in there. Once you understand what's in there and what you're going up against, you can then remove the tech and put the tech that suits that base or what one you think suits that base. Sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you get it wrong and you have to go back and then replace the tech that you had previously on it. But it is a case of just moulding your units around the particular base you're going at. And that's what I like about this game so much is that, all right, they don't give us as much options as they used to with the, what were they called? The VXP units, not VXP, the ones previous to that. What were they called? Special Force units, where we had fucking dozens of techs. I missed them times. I hope kixeye bring something back into that. And I think they may well be with retaliation. I want to get onto that a little bit and discuss it just now. I'm hoping kixeye, let me come out of there, are going to start bringing these uniques up to a standard where they make sense. And what I mean by that is we're going to see techs brought out with levels. And I want to put these units into your mind that they've been given the text for, and each tech has got a use in a different variety of bases, which is the Dr. Ake. All right, they don't need to be so heavy with the amount of techs and the amount of different, whatever you want to call these tiers. I think they went over the top with these, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did do this. I think we're going to see the uniques be given levels on their certain techs. I may be wrong with this, but reading in between the lines, the workshops now mute and void. I've got all of these upgraded to max level, and that's what making me think that they're going to bring techs in for the uniques that have maybe got some levels on them, and then it gives them a longer duration in the game, so you can mix and match the text to suit where you want to be or what base, again, what base you're going up against. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that's where Kixeye's going with this. But it's all, again, it's all guessing at this point. We didn't get a sector gold base this month. We didn't get the first tech for the Speculia, I think it's called, or we call it the spatula. We didn't get a tech for that, and that's where retaliation is going to come into play, and that's where we're going to get all our uniques. I don't think they're all going to be in the first one. I think Kixeye is going to put techs out for the newer ones. For instance, I'll go to, they're all in this here. So the Meteor Storm, the R1 Mantis, and the Speculia. I would love them to go back to some of the older uniques eventually and bring them up to a decent standard and then add to them. So we're not losing these units so quickly, because you've got to remember, these are the most heaviest upgraded units in the game. You go from 3 days to 5 days to 7 days. So they've got to understand that the longevity of these units are more important than most other things, because a lot of the other stuff, it's either instant upgrade or it's you can buy tokens and upgrade logistics for them and get them to a reasonable level within a month or two in the game. So yeah, I'm hoping they do something cool with the not a Drake call, by the way, just something cool for the players. All right, they're going to put levels on it. All right, there is a chance that people are going to coin it, but that's the whole point of the premise of the game. If they entertain us in the game, they're more likely to get some more coins out of the players. They are out of me. I haven't spent nothing this last event. I didn't buy none in the gold sale because I think that this right here is a joke. The 50% cheaper repairs for coins, I thought that was a slap in the face of every player. Don't get me wrong, I did use it, but I can't go, oh, I'm going to buy 500 coins because they did that. I think it should have been, they should at least put a 25% repair reduction for people that didn't coin as well. You know, it's not always going to be all about the coiners. You've got to coach people into coining. If you're not giving them the entertainment to coin, to make, or not make them coin, but for them to think about coining, then you're going to lose a potential coiner every single time. But that's Kixeye 101. They don't seem to give a rat's ass about new players, returning players. It's all about trying to claw as much cash out of the players that they've got left. And moving to Steam is another tricky one, because what they've got to understand, I get an average age of players because of my YouTube. When people sign up to Google, they've got their age, date of birth in it. And when I go back to my videos and I look at the age, the average age of the players is 50 plus. Well, a lot of these people don't know how to use Steam. They've never been on Steam. They only know Facebook. They might know a little bit about kixeye.com. So that might, excuse me, that might work in their favour. But I don't know if they're going to get the conversion rate from Facebook to Steam. I just don't see it. And I will be posting it once we get confirmation about Steam. I will make a video and explain how you guys can get onto Steam. It's a free app. You also want to make sure Steam's closed down when you start up. There's a lot of bits that you need to know about Steam before you even go into it. But the game should be a lot more, should work a lot better because they're on that platform. Because we will get a part of the game will download onto our computer from Steam. I would have thought it won't be all browser based. So yeah, it's something that I'm looking forward to. But I'm that generation where I grew up using Steam. There's a generation that only know Facebook, and that's where they're going to lose a big portion of their player base, I think. But anyway, I'm gonna stop before I start waffling on, because I am that type of person that can go on for hours. Yeah, just a lot of different things in there. I thought I'd throw a few out that's frustrating me. Some things that Kixeye are probably not getting. Some things that Kixeye maybe want to think about. But other than that, take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.